Michelle from Hideaway Homestead. This is the first of many videos, I think, for our January Pantry Challenge. One of the things that I had to do first, or thought I should do first, was to take an inventory of what we have on hand so that I can plan menus. Some things were pretty obvious, and then there was another area we forgot that we had put overflow canned goods and things like that, dry goods, in another cabinet. So today we'll talk about what we found there and some of the process of what we're doing to get organized, to get our inventory, gather it up, so that we know what we've got and what we can use to make menus this month. Here we go. We remembered that we had put overflow onto this plastic shelf, but when we went to look at it, the shelf had broken on the edges and it was all cockeyed in there and everything was sliding to one end and sort of supported on these 2-liter bottles of extra water that we had. So Kevin, to the rescue, he built a support for this that will be strong enough to hold up the weight of the canned goods. He just took some spare plywood that we had and some spare little wooden, I guess they're 2x2s that I get free from my workplace, and built that little table-like thing to support it. So now the weight is not going to be on those little plastic tabs on the side of the shelving unit. We also found that perhaps you can see that some of the cans made a rust mark on the shelf. They are not old, and they're not bad. When I looked at the cans, I think it's because this is in our utility room out in the carport, and it keeps moisture inside this cabinet from the washer and from just the outside Florida humidity. So I cleaned that up a little bit, and I don't think that we have a problem with any of our cans leaking or seeping or anything like that. What I did also was to go back on these canned goods and to mark in Sharpie marker the dates, because I find that those Best By dates on these cans are just too small to read, especially if it's in a hurry or something like that. So I went with a Sharpie marker, and fortunately most of these dates are still well within the range. So now I can start planning meals using these cans and containers. Here it is, a container of broth, I guess that is. So we can use those in planning our meals this month and get them all organized in a way that I can find things quickly. So this is what we ended up with after got the shelf set back in place. I tried to organize things so that maybe I could find them faster. All of the canned goods in this area are good for at least another year by the date on them. I understand you can usually use them much longer than that, but so these can be a long term if we need it to be. But I put all the oils on one side and all the fruits together, the canned meats together, the canned beans and tomato products, broth, other vegetables, and then the far row are soups and chili, I think it is, so that when we need something, we can find it right away. I had a situation the other day where could not find any French style green beans, and lo and behold, they were in this forgotten area. I did have some, but I didn't know it because it wasn't organized. So this will help us this month, and we've done an assessment of what's in our freezer, and so I think we're in good shape to get this planned and overnight. And tomorrow I'll be working on menus and things that will use our existing stock so that we can have good meals this month. Thank you for joining us today on Hideaway Homestead. I hope that you are joining us with the Pantry Challenge, or even if you do it for just a week or something like that, to find out what you have and how you could use it if you needed to. I think this is going to be a great exercise for me, and I hope you will join us along with this and keep up with the daily or weekly challenges that come across our planning here. Until next time, thank you for joining us on Hideaway Homestead. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like or the thumbs up button, and keep in touch with us. Suggest our videos to your friends and family, and let's see how we're going to end up with this Pantry Challenge for this month. Till next time.